Well, we're about to go skate, but first we gotta find out if you're regular or goofy. Goofy is the name of the stance for people who ride with their right foot leading and their left foot pushing. Regular is the name of the stance for people who ride with their left foot leading and their right foot pushing. Here's a simple test to figure out which stance works best for you. Stand at the bottom of the set of stairs and begin to walk up them. Which foot did you use to step up the first stair? That foot is more likely to be the foot that you should use as your leading foot when riding.
The most important trick to learn first is the ollie. It's the most basic of the tricks, and it's going to lead to the success of learning a lot of other tricks. The thing about skateboarding is it's all about different foot placement. For every different trick, the way you move or have your feet set up is the key to every trick. And the ollie is no different. So when you set up for an ollie, you want to set up with what's most comfortable for you, starting with back foot flat on the back tail, and then your front foot just behind the front bolts. What you want to do is you want to push a few times, get rolling at a comfortable speed, put your back foot flat across the tail, and put your front foot in the middle of the board. The further back you put your foot, the higher you're going to be able to ollie. You also have less control. With the further back your foot is in the board, you have less control with your ollie. So you want to start out just trying it just behind the front bolts. For the ollie, you're going to bend your knees, push down as hard as you can on your back foot so that the tail pops off the ground. At the same time, you're going to slide your front foot up towards the nose of the board, and then you got to jump as high as you can and make your knees suck up towards your chest. Keep your shoulders and legs parallel with the direction that you're going, and it will make it a lot easier to land. You want to land on all four wheels with your knees bent to take the impact to ride away. This is the first trick you usually learn when you start skateboarding. A lot of people give up quickly when they can't do an ollie after the first week, but if you try hard and practice, you're going to be able to do it. Once you start learning how to pop your ollies off the ground a little bit, you might want to try to ollie over something like a skateboard tipped on its side or something small to start with. After you've learned the ollie, the options are endless. Watch these different variations of what you just learned.
Now, manuals are one of the funnest tricks to learn because the combinations are endless. We'll start you off with a simple ollie manual, or as we like to call them, manis. First, push a few times to get rolling at a comfortable speed. Then put your back foot flat across the tail and put your front foot in a comfortable ollie position. Roll up to the obstacle and stay focused. Now pop an ollie, and instead of evening out your board, keep the board uneven with your front end raised and ready to touch down with your back wheels. Now what you want to do is land on your back wheels with your back foot applying pressure to the tail. Use your front foot to keep the board balanced and don't touch your tail down. Now just balance and ride. There's no special trick to this, it just takes a lot of practice. End the manual whenever you want, either by just putting your front wheels down, riding off something, or trying to pop out. Just like ollies, the possibilities with manis are endless. Check out these combos.
Now that you've got manuals under control, we're going to take the ollie to a small ledge and you're going to learn 50-50 grinds. Before learning this trick, you should be very comfortable with your ollie, so if you're not, get back to it. The easiest way to learn 50-50 grinds is probably at a park, or you could find any grindable rail or ledge, but the easiest thing to do would be to find your local waxed up curb and just start hopping on it. What you want to do is you want to push a few times, get rolling at a comfortable speed, bend your knees, pop your tail, land with the trucks both evenly on the object. Try to land with your feet still in the ollie position so it's easier to pop off. When you're at the end of the object, give your tail a slight pop and land back on the ground with all four wheels with your knees bent and ride away.
The kickflip is one of the most basic flip tricks. It should probably be learned before all other flip tricks because it teaches your feet how to do two things at once, a skill that all other flip tricks need. Start by pushing to get a comfortable speed. Then put your back foot flat across the tail and place your front foot just behind the front bolts. Bend your knees and push down as hard as you can on your back foot, just so the tail hits the ground just like you would do an ollie. Now kick with your front foot down and out to the side using your toe. Try hitting the corner of your nose to make the board flip easier. Now you're going to want to keep your shoulders and legs parallel with the direction you are going. It will make the landing easier. Let your board flip completely and catch it with your back foot. Your front foot should land back on a fraction of a second later. Land on all four wheels down on the same time with your feet over the bolts and bend your knees to take the impact. Perhaps there's nothing more fun than a game of skate with your friends where it's perfect time to brush up on all your flip tricks that you'll learn in time.
Now that you've got your ollie and 50-50s under control, we're going to teach you the board slide, and in this case starting with the backside board slide. Just like with the 50-50 grind, you'll want to find a grindable rail, ledge, low box, or whatever you feel comfortable learning on. I find it easier to do so on a low flat rail, so you might want to try there first. So you're going to push a few times, get some speed. The faster you go, the longer you will slide. You're going to want to ride backside up to the obstacle so that your back and heels are facing the obstacle. You're going to want to bend your knees and pop your tail. Ollie up over the obstacle and turn 90 degrees front side. Make sure that your front truck clears the obstacle and lands in the middle part of your board. Lean forward a little bit if it's a fast sliding obstacle, or lean back a little bit if it's a slower sliding object. It's all about adjusting your balance to how fast the obstacle slides. When you're at the end of the object, begin to turn back slightly. Complete your turn back once you are off the end of the obstacle. Land on all four wheels and ride away. This is the most basic of all sliding maneuvers, but as you'll learn, there are far more that can be done by using these same principles you've now learned.